Previously on the Caleb Beasley Show. Guess what? The COVID thought it had me. He don't have me. You didn't scare me. You said, hey, I'm getting ready to drop everything, thinking something's going on. Tell us what's going on so we can understand your needs. He pulls his mask down. So now I'm like, oh, we didn't all got COVID. Now, are you sorry now, guy? Are you sorry now? Show for me. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, you are watching another edition of the Caleb Beasley Show. Thank you so much for joining. I am your host, the star, the writer, the executive producer, the creator, all of the above, Caleb Beasley. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate the support. I hope everybody is safe, well, at home, doing your social distancing, doing whatever it is that you got to do to stay safe. Because this COVID thing is real. People are getting this thing left and right. So I hope you're staying home, doing your social distancing, wearing your mask. They got this new thing called double masking. I don't really think it's anything new, but they're just kind of talking about it. I saw a push notification on my phone saying, what is double masking? Good old CNN. Good old CNN with those reliable questions. You know, what is double masking? If I were to ask anybody on the street, I just have to take a wild guess, just a wild one, that you'd be able to figure out what double masking is without actually having to hear what it is. Now, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe, but I've been in situations where I've worn two masks because maybe I've been around somebody that they may have recently been exposed and I maybe didn't have a choice to go around them, so I double masked. Double masking is simply wearing two masks, people. Now, I'm not taking a dig on CNN, okay? But I just think, CalebBeasley.com/contact, if you want to leave any feedback about it, I just think that many people can figure out what double masking means without reading that article. If you need a further explanation about what double masking means, please visit CalebBeasley.com/content, and I will personally let you know what it means. But I think it's a good idea. I think it's definitely a good idea because I know even with myself, I felt a little bit safer wearing two masks than one. The reason why is when you're doing a lot of talking, when you're sitting there blah, 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 and the one mask tends to slide down and your nose becomes exposed. I made an entire episode last week about how people like to wear the mask right here like it's a mustache mask, and this is not a freaking mustache mask, people. This is not a mustache mask. This is supposed to save you from the pandemic, okay? This little piece of cloth fabric, whatever it is supposed to keep you and I safe, okay, people? So I'm just trying to let everybody know that it is not supposed to be a mustache mask. You are not supposed to use it to cover your mustache. Okay? It's supposed to cover your nose so that no droplets come out of your mouth and your droplets aren't exchanged with other people. So if we all just wear the mask, droplets can stop being exchanged and we can get back to living the life that we want to live. We recently had a major snowstorm here in Chicago and the Chicagoland area. This stuff came down like it was just waiting on us. They've been cooking this up in the sky for a week. They've been holding the snow up in the sky saying, we're going to get them now. These people think that just because we're making restaurants open up a little bit more with 25% capacity, these people think we're going to let them go out in the first place? A lot of people think the government controls the weather. I don't really understand how. I definitely would have to do further research on that. But if they do, FBI agent that's assigned to me, if you're watching this and you control the weather, why? Why did you wait until restaurants are starting to get up to 25% capacity to have this major snowstorm come down? Over the weekend, I went out to my car, ladies and gentlemen, because I wanted to go to McDonald's. I wanted to get my typical breakfast items that I get from Mickey D's. A sausage McMuffin, none of that egg. Have you seen McDonald's egg? I've never seen an egg in my life look like a freaking Frisbee, but for some reason, McDonald's has the Frisbee egg that they slide and they call it grade A and all this other stuff and say it's made out of real egg. I don't buy it. I don't buy it, Mickey D's. And you know why? Real eggs aren't made as frisbees. They're not made as discs. So please explain to me how that egg that you put on the sandwich is a real egg. Because I'm not buying it at all. Not later now, now. But anyways, I went to get my sausage McMuffin along with other items from McDonald's that I enjoy. Me and my stomach likey. Sausage McMuffin with some strawberry jelly on the side. Hash brown, gotta have the hash brown, and a large strawberry banana smoothie. I walked out to my car and the whole thing was white. The whole thing was white. My car is red. My car is red, people. Why was the whole thing white? Like somebody came by and just put some syrup on my car and put a bunch of cotton balls on the outside of the whole freaking door and everything like that. I couldn't even get through to it, people. It took me over an hour to get my car going to go right around the corner to McDonald's. A blanket of snow is rolling. That wasn't no blanket. That was the whole quilt. That was the bed set, the pillow, the comforter, everything all in one. They dropped it all down on the city of Chicago, Illinois, and the Chicagoland area. Out in the city, man, these plows are coming by, flying by, just dumping all the snow onto the cars and everything like that. You should see how it looks. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. This snow was packed onto so many people's cars that I saw a person's window broken from the pressure of the snow. Now, I'm not sure what type of windows they chose to use on their car, what windows were on the car, if they were some cheap windows or if the snow was really that bad. I'm sitting there trying to shovel the snow around my car and its surrounding areas so I could get going to McDonald's, and I shovel, it's not doing anything. I get back in the car, try to press on the gas a little bit. My tires are just sitting there spinning like it's DJ Khaled's turntable. I go, this ain't no DJ Khaled turntable now. This ain't another one. This is the real deal. I'm just simply trying to get around the corner and get to McDonald's, okay? I had another thing happen to me that was absolutely disgusting. Disturbing. I gotta stand up and get my feet off the floor just to talk about it. For those who know me, you know where I'm going. You know what I spotted out there. I work my way back from around the block and I'm trying to get back in my parking spot. The problem is that the sides of the street had the absolute most snow on it because of the plows coming by, pushing all of the snow onto the side of the street, dumping it on people's cars or whatever. Granted, I'm not mad at them because they really don't have anywhere else to put it. I mean, there's nowhere else to really, nothing to do with the snow. But I'm sitting there, I basically have to come up at a fast speed and just throw my car into the spot, throw it into the freaking spot, just hoping and praying that I don't roll over onto the sidewalk. But knowing me, I'm gonna roll over onto the sidewalk, now to hit the fire hydrant, now somebody's trying to call the fire department, now the fire department comes, they're sitting there asking me, where's the fire? I said, I don't know where the fire is. You don't even understand. My car rolled over, I hit the fire hydrant, somebody called the fire department thinking it was a fire. It wasn't no fire, it's just me being an idiot over here. Then I got the fire department pissed at me because I'm wasting their time. There's a cat stuck in the tree around the corner sitting there going meow, meow, and I'm over here knocking fire hydrants over with my car. Now my car's damaged. Now I gotta call the insurance company. The insurance company tells me that for quality purposes, my call may be recorded or monitored and that they appreciate my business. I'm trying to explain to them, hey, I just hit this fire hydrant coming down the street. I was trying to throw my car into the spot because there's all this snow right here. I couldn't get through. I just got me some McDonald's and it didn't work out for me at all. That was the scenario that was going through my head when it was time to park my car. Big ordeal. Couldn't just whip in a driveway and whip out. Hey, that's what happens when you're in Chicago. A lot of the surrounding areas where you park on the street, that's just what happens. So I was able to deal with it. Later on that night, I go, I'm kind of hungry. I'm a little hungry. what is it that Caleb can eat? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I talk about food quite frequently on this show, okay? I likes to eat. I know you can tell by all this weight that I'm carrying, you know, from carrying this show and from winning all these Emmys and everything like that. I know you can just tell I'm really putting it on. But Caleb likes to eat, okay? So I'm sitting there and I finally decide I'm gonna go get some Wingstop. When I place an order through Wingstop, I like to give them a call. I don't like to sit there and use the app because I want to hear somebody talking on the other end of the phone and they heard me say that I want 15 wings, hot, original, bone-in wings, not those boneless chicken nuggets and all those other stuff. I want bone-in wings because one time I ordered on the app the bone-in wings and they gave me sauced chicken nuggets, commonly referred to as boneless chicken wings. What in the world is a boneless chicken wing? Tell me what chicken is walking around going cluck cluck and everything like that and they ain't got no bones in it. I don't want that chicken. I want a chicken that's going or whatever the noise the chicken makes so that I can sit there and taste the bone. The bone, people. Give me the bone. So they tell me your order will be ready in 10 to 15 minutes, Mr. Beasley. Have a good day. Okay, Mr. Beasley hangs up the phone and prepares to continue having a good day. About 10, 15 minutes pass. I try to go on the 13th minute because by the time I get there, things should be ready. I should be handed the food as I'm paying, and that's typically what happens. I go to walk out the building. Tell me why I see the return of Jerry the freaking... Tell me why, ladies and gentlemen, I see the return of Jerry the mouse. Oh, you guys know I don't like mice. You guys know I don't like anything to do with the mouse. I don't refer to it by its name. They are Jerry's to me. They are nothing to me. But this little thing was amped up, like it was on its way to Wingstop too. And I'm like, it better not be. It better not be going to Wingstop. I am prepared to walk out the door of the building and I see, I'm like, oh my God, that is just disgusting. Luckily, nobody was around me like the last story where I was put in a position where I was standing all on top of chairs and everything like that. But I got a quick glimpse of it. This dude had the biggest snack like in his mouth, in his hands, just running on by the door. What are you doing, you vermin? Get out of here, you rodent. Run! I'm just trying to go get me some wings. And my problem is this. Do I now give up on go getting the wings? Do I call them on the 13th minute out of a 15-minute order and tell them, hey, I can't come anymore. I spotted a mouse. No, I don't think I could really tell them that. I think that would be a little unfair to them and some food would go to waste. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, when food goes to waste is little vermins like Jerry get an idea that, oh, this is my time to shine. And next thing you know, they're running their little feet across the entranceways of people's buildings, scaring the crap out of them, running across like they pay rent in the building. You don't pay no rent, Jerry. You better get up out of here right now. Right now. Don't make me call Tom. So I swear to God, I'm calling on my phone, getting ready to call Tom so Tom could get a snack in. I see Jerry over here snacking. Why don't I call Tom, Jerry? Why don't I call Tom and see if he can get a snack in real quick? Since you want to just dart across people's buildings and scare the living crap out of them and everything. Now they got to sit here and talk about you on their show and everything. You got them sweating and everything. They can't even take off their coat to do the show because they're sitting over here sweating and terrified that they may have to leave at any moment's notice because you might pop up looking for a snack. I'm calling Tom. Next time it happens, Jerry, I am calling Tom and he is going to get you. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another edition of the Caleb Beasley Show. For more information, please visit calebbeasley.com. Feel free to follow along on Instagram at the Caleb Beasley Show. You can also follow me along on Twitter at I'm with Caleb. For all of us at the Caleb Beasley Show, thank you for watching. Have a good night.